Tune in to the Denver Foos podcast.
Denver Foos all day, bro. Follow them from LA to Denver. Let's do this, baby.
Shout out to my boys, Denver Foos. Go about Tony Loya.
Shout out to Denver, man. The Mile High City. You know what time it is.
What's up? It's Mariah the Scientist, and I just want to shout out Denver Foos. I'm here with such a baddie. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Shout out Denver Foos.
I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies there at Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out Denver Foos. We love you, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos. What it do? It's your boy Chingo Bling. Right now, you tuning in to the Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos, baby.
Denver Foos, wherever you find your videos, wherever you get your podcasts, go follow Denver Foos and enjoy.
Hey, let's go, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos, IG, follow us, man. Follow us, subscribe, like us, YouTube.
Shout out to Denver Foos. Good to see you.
The Denver Foos.
Yeah. Shout out to Denver Foos. You know, represent for the motherfucking city.
Shout out Denver Foos.
What's up, it's your boy Concrete right here with Denver Foos, and all you got to do right now, Perito, is hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share button, share all the content, let them know where it's at. Denver Foos, your boy Concrete. We in here, Perito, mile high.
Denver Foos. Name's Daniel Jumba Garcia. Shout out to Denver Foos, one of the best. Shout out Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos North Side, baby. It's all about the North Side.
Hey, shout out Denver Foos. It's Emmanuel Sanders, legit people over here.
What's cracking, homeboy? Denver Foos. Denver Foos, homeboy. And it's your boy Ken Flores. Shout out to the homies at Denver Foos.
Denver Foo. You guys are the best. Shout out to Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos.
Denver Foos on IG. Come get in touch with the plug. They always got their finger on the pulse. Are you a Denver Foo?
Yes, all day, every day, baby.
You want to be on Denver Foos or what, eh?
Denver Foos 303.
Denver Foos, huh?
Follow Denver Foos 303, Instagram, Facebook.
For real, Denver Foos, live and direct. Denver Foos, bro. We from the South Side.
Present. Uniting the city, baby.
Shout out, Denver Foos. Say it, Foos, baby, Denver Foos. Let's go, my Denver Foos. What's up?
What up, Denver Foos? What's going on?
Yeah.
Denver Foos.
Denver Foos in the building. Let's go.
Shout out Denver Foos. I love the Denver Foos. Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Yo, Denver Foos, I follow you guys.
I'm Denver Foos here reporting from Denver, Colorado. From Chicago, but I think I'm a Colorado fan now.
You're Denver Foo now.
Now I am.
Shout out to the Denver Foos. What's up, Denver Foos?
Denver Foos. Hey, man.
Gank one, Denver Foos.
Hey, shout out to Denver Foos. I noticed y'all right away. Y'all putting it down, for all the gente.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You locked in, man. Stay tuned to what they got going on. One love.
I here chilling with the Denver Foos. You already know how we do it. Much love.
It's your boy DJ Songs Carter. Denver Foos, we in the motherfucking building.
What's up, Denver Foos? Welcome to the Denver Foos podcast. We're right here. We're live at the ROXY, right over here in 5 Points. You already know, baby. We're here. This show is brought to you by Cookies on Broadway. Shout out to Cookies on Broadway. Make sure you go check them out. And we're here. Without further ado, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? We're here at the ROXY. I'm here with
Scum or Ivan of the ROXY Theater, Lyrical Snuff Productions, and so many more.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Here with BMAC, 17 percenters, History OG, Colorado, 303.
Right on, guys. Welcome. Thank you for having us here at your establishment, your guys' establishment, the ROXY. It has a lot of history here in Colorado and in Denver. First off, you guys give a lot of opportunity for local talent, local artists that come here, local promotion companies. There's been a lot of legendary concerts here at the ROXY, not only from national and international artists, but a lot of local guys here.
Oh, there's a lot of history here. Yep.
It's all about the local scene. I mean, we support music of all genres and all locations, but ultimately it is about Denver and Colorado.
Yeah, that's one thing. Colorado and Denver, we have such a rich music scene, and I think we get overlooked by maybe the bigger cities, say in New York or LA or even Texas markets. But I mean, we touch all genres from EDM to hip hop to country to what are some genres that really resonate heavy here in this in this establishment?
I'd say in particular more hip hop, R&B, metal. Colorado, unfortunately, has always been known as the fan state. I tour the nation all the time. I've done 32 national tours, and everybody comes here to eat. They know that we don't support our own, sadly. And so everybody comes to Colorado on tours, and they do album releases here, even though they're not from here, because unfortunately our state is known to out-of-state artists. And we've been trying to break that curse for years. And we have amazing talent in all these genres, but it's very rare to see somebody out of Colorado blow up. And if they do, that's when Colorado starts supporting them. Until then, they're like, oh, it's just a local artist. I'm like, every one of your favorite artists was a local artist at one point.
It is. I feel like the scene, there's just lack of support.
I'm not bashing. I represent Colorado proudly. I'm just saying that's what we're known for.
Right. No, if you guys could think, what solutions could Colorado do to turn around that support? Maybe just our mentalities of the fans, because like you said, the fan support is here for the national touring guys. They come here, they eat. We show up, we show out. From the sports teams, we have the most sellouts for the Broncos, and the fandom is here. We are a fan-driven city, but how do we kind of reverse that to put it towards our own?
It's just changing the mentality. I mean, people, when your homie is promoting a show of theirs, don't ask who they're playing with. Just go support them, Don't make excuses of, oh, it's a Tuesday night. Hey, sometimes they have to start. Every artist, especially a local up-and-coming artist, they're not going to get prime Saturday bookings initially and shit. That shit is reserved for nationals. So initially, you might have to make plans to go see your homie on a Tuesday or a Thursday. Support them. You go into a national show. Yeah, it's cool. There's going to be 5,000 people wearing that nationals fucking T-shirt. Wear your homie shirt. Represent them. Let people know, because ultimately merch is a really big aspect.
Yeah, it is.
And promo, fuck, it's a social media world. It doesn't take much to share a single, share a video, just, because you support your boy, make a couple of posts. It doesn't cost any money.
Right.
The word.
Right. I think there's been a meme going around for maybe about 10 years where it's like, you buy Rihanna's this, or you buy Jay-Z's this, you buy all these guys things, but you can't support your own homie. Like, it goes as simple as that. Or even like, like you said, I guess it's from the fan perspective. So like, when a celebrity dies, everyone's quick to like share that, and it's like, you didn't even know this person, but you'll share that, but you won't share your friend's small business or your friend's art or something like that.
Like half of them just became fans because they saw it on like media, TMZ, TikTok.
So do you think that that social media is kind of clout chase driven, to where people just want to share things that they know will resonate with their audience, and so they don't have the courage to share their undiscovered friends' talent?
It is because people, they want likes on their page. So when you post something about a hot new single, you'll create a bunch of interaction. People are going to tune in. When you post about your boy's single, you might get 3 clicks on it. Well, those 3 clicks matter to your boy, so just do it. Don't worry about your algorithm so much. With shows, you already bought a ticket. Show up early. Like with us running this venue for many, many years, and me traveling, doing concerts all over the country, festivals, concerts, all of that. Don't just show up for the headliner. You already paid that $30 for the ticket. Yeah, the headliner probably won't go until about 10. But if doors are at 7 and the show starts at 7:30, doesn't cost you anything extra to show up a little early, have a couple of drinks, and check out these locals. And sometimes, same thing, it doesn't cost money. You don't have to buy their CD. You can just, when they get off the stage, tell them they had a dope set. That shit matters a lot, especially when you're just getting started, Follow them on Spotify. This way it just adds it into your playlist of national songs that you like. Help something big come out of here, because when they blow up, half of our state is going to be like, I've been going to their shows, but have you really watched their set when you went to those shows?
Yeah.
That's why we get it there early. And then promotion, man. I feel like especially local, you should still be hitting the streets, man. Still like, hey, get a card with like your QR code to that Leisure Music and hand it out on the hood, I used to go out and slang shit out of my car still, man. Like, that's why a lot of this local scene, it's like, we were out there grinding back in like 2004 out of our truck, going to Pinkies, going to the Westminster Mall, Biggs, back in the day, hard promoting, we would go find reasons to go to the Springs. It's like, you just got to support and promote your people, man, while you're out there doing it. You can spend the money on like a Rihanna ticket or something. If you can spend your money on like a Rihanna ticket and all that jelly roll, those are about like $90, man. You can't come out and split the $25, see your people.
Okay, so let's take it back. How did you guys get involved with the ROXY to this point? To give us a little background on each of your in this music industry, entertainment. How did it all come about? How did you get here to where you're at here today?
Oh, we bounced all over the place, I'll tell you that.
When we were younger, a lot of the people that came to our shows, the support was real, but they weren't the most well-behaved individuals. We'll just say that. So I've played probably damn near every venue in Denver, and a lot of them, it got to the point that they just didn't want us there no more. Like, they'd be like, hey, you guys are awesome people. We'll put you on the guest list, but your people can't, we don't want to book you. So it got to the point when, while Denver has so many venues, at the same time, like, a lot of them just wouldn't let us perform, even though our draw was good. And we were doing shows here. And this was one of the last places that did let us book shows here all the time. And then they were going out of business. The people that were running it at the time, ROXY has been around for over 100 years. So the last set of people that were running it, about 15 years ago, and they're like, well, you're our most active customers. You guys want to take over, basically. And we didn't particularly know anything about running a venue, but, we knew about throwing concerts. We've been doing that for years. So it was just kind of, having a home base was nice. I'm like, you can't get banned from your own place.
Yeah,
right.
We did, man. Like, Washington was one that we kind of closed down on that one.
I mean, the Club Luna is the wise torches, the Island Park Saloons, the fucking, we've done
all that.
We've done our share of Cervantes shows. We've done, the Summits and the Gothics and all of that. But it, like I said, a lot of us didn't know. I won't say our fans. I didn't know how to act right back then. He didn't either. We got older now, and I'm like, oh shit, we were horrible.
I remember going to the homies' houses in their backyard performing. They had a con the whole neighborhood with something, man, like back in the day, man. So I would go everywhere for shows. It didn't matter whether it was a backyard, small venue. We were paying our ticket prices for the Ogden and the Fillmore back in the day, even Red Rocks. So, like, we paid our dues out here, and we do our share of support. But I just feel like, people, like I said before, they'll post and spread the word for the clout, but in reality, a lot of them wouldn't probably stand with you at the end of the day.
Right. So Denver, we have some very legendary venues. The ROXY is definitely one of them. It started out as a movie theater, correct? You were mentioning
before that. No, it was the first black movie theater in the state, but at the same time, before that, it was a concert hall. It was a after party club. It was a gambling shack. It was a lot of things.
It was a good segregation hideout back in the day. Like, you had like a bunch of good jazz artists. Like, we had Fat Dominoes come through here.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Miles Davis.
That's dope.
And fucking like B.B. King, James Brown, Billie fucking Holiday.
Wow.
So this was a good like spot back then for them to come here. So yeah, the movies was what they also did like jazz like shows here. It was a safe place for like, back in then when they were doing the segregation.
Yeah, well, because the 5 Points neighborhood was known as the Harlem of the West. That's what I've heard and people have said.
Oh, no, we're still considered like the Fort Knox of the West because of I think it's our Federal Reserve out here. So that's crazy, man.
No, but it's a historic spot. It's a historic building. That's why they haven't really tore it down and built an apartment complex.
Has it become a historical landmark, or how does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
it is.
It is.
When was that?
It had to be years ago, because even like you go to Denver Health now and you look at the murals, and I mean, they have our marquee up there. You buy any of those, exploring 5 Points books, ROXY is always in it. So it's been a historic building for at least 30 years. But yeah, we've celebrated actually during our tenancy here. It was when it turned 100, and I think it's like 108 now.
Yeah.
Right.
108, 109.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it's been around for a
some
minute.
businesses don't even last longer than 5 years. So for the place to be standing here through all the different things you said it's been,
You know,
and
Post
then what
Malone
it's did.
performed here
Oh, really? What?
before he blew up. Yeah, we had Post Malone here.
Post Malone here, we had Jelly Roll here. We had a lot of artists here that, on their way up. And that's what ROXY always been known for, is kind of like that in between when you've already graduated from playing bars with little corner stage, but you're not quite at the Ogden and Fillmore level yet. Like this is where you hit on the way up or on the way down if your career is declining.
That's fun that you mentioned that.
Coming for you, John B. No, I'm just kidding.
We've actually had John B here too.
I like to see this is on the way up. I see a lot of people on the way up here.
There's a lot of people on the way up here.
There's potential here. We just got to get love. And
sorry about all the technical difficulties, you guys.
Yeah.
Things are falling. That there's a lot of people that died in this building over the 100 years, so they do say ROXY is haunted. So you never know. That thing didn't fall on its own. Somebody knocked it down.
No, we've been doing this. Like I've been doing this since like I came up to Denver in between, back and forth from like 98 up until like 2000, and then I started chilling up here more. And I met my good boy Benzo a long time ago, man, and him and his group. Like, there's a lot of underground talent here that doesn't get recognized a lot. Like, just because we underground doesn't mean we don't exist.
Right.
I got my homie James Garcia, Grudge, Frankie Grudge, man. They're out there doing tours, still pumping out singles and getting them plays. James is still doing his thing in the underground. My boy, man, he was pumping hard too back in the day. So, like going to promote, like I said, big thing, going hitting malls, all that. That's how you pretty much spread word, and that's how I've been around this whole time.
Colorado always had an amazing scene, and some of those artists made it out of Colorado, and some, even the ones that didn't. There's still generations that grew up on them, and they got people through their hard times, and never know, who wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those musicians.
Like we wouldn't have like the Interstate Ikes.
Your voice is awesome, by the way. Just want to say, I'm ready to shoot it. We'll be right back at ROXY Theater on 925 or something like that.
Hey, I'm a full-time musician.
That's awesome.
So
amazing.
You were mentioning some locals. Who are some locals that you want to mention that maybe you feel like don't get the shine or the recognition that they deserve?
In like what genre? Like that's the thing with locals. What genre? Like hip hop wise, I feel like Status, the Marble Man.
Let's go everything.
Yeah,
everything. I feel like Static is really slept on in the hip hop community. So is Graybeard, and like things that go bump in the night. And a lot of DJs are slept on, like my boy Vinny C. And like, man, I could go genre for genre, man. Slimes is slept on too sometimes. Doesn't get the proper respect, man. Like Interstate Ike, like I said, Julox. Woo. There's like old school mentions that are still pumping out there, but it's just everything's like so generated. Like there's the algorithm isn't like natural.
I miss the classic era, the Arapahoe Trues, the A-Town Clicks, all of that,
DCKs, all that. I miss the BVKs, the DCKs, man. I miss all that shit back in the day, man. But I feel like my boy Benzo doesn't get, and he was a legend. Like that dude rapped his ass off, man, and he was good. And I feel like he doesn't get his recognition now that he passed on. He was a hell of a Denver legend too, man.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely. That's the thing though. When the artist passes, they get that instant splash of love, but then people move on to the next hot thing.
Right.
It's like, does anybody go back and actually replay them bangers? Like, I still listen to like shout out to Pure Devotion.
Yeah,
that's just still in my rotation still to this day.
Yeah. Shout out to Creeper. He said that's all facts. He's on the live on Facebook.
Word. Yeah, shout out.
He's another guy from Denver that a lot of people don't realize.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much out there, man.
Yeah.
And I love when those artists, rather than hanging it up, I'm like, man, like you might not be able to tour full time, but I'm like, I love to see them still perform and still rock the stage. A lot of them know how to perform amazingly, and there's people that still listen to them. It just, I see a lot of, there's a phase as like, you're trying to come up, and you're like, okay, that national stardom is coming. And when it don't come, a lot of bitterness sets in with artists, and a lot of the times they either quit doing music or they get really angry. And it doesn't mean that they're not dope. I mean, shit, there's some amazing basketball players that'll never play in the NBA, but does that mean you stop playing ball?
Right.
So I'd love, to book some of them. I'd love to see more of them perform. Even if you can only, I mean, a lot of them have kids and grandkids and all of that. I'm like, do a show every 6 months.
Yeah, right.
I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll come out from time to time, like we ain't forgotten.
No, the streets haven't forgotten. There's a lot of people out there that, it's just reaching the people and be like, oh shit, they're still around. Yeah, I'd go see them.
Yeah.
Like
Especially, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Especially if the music is in you, if that's something that's in your blood, don't ever go away from that. Come back to it at least every once in a while. That's something that genuinely makes a lot of people happy. Just performing.
It's a passion, and it's an addiction, but in a good way.
Right. It doesn't have to be music too. Like I got a homie. Shout out to my homie Jay Dirty. Like I feel like he's like the Howard Stern of Colorado, and then he does like such dope rap. Like you'd be surprised, and he'd be rapping Colorado hard too. He also to be doing a podcast, man. That you got to tune in. He'd be reviewing all kinds of beer. They'd be just cracking up on there. He don't get his paper either. Like that's what I'm saying. There's lack of support everywhere. It's like, man, Howard Stern of Colorado. He's like makes my ass laugh. And then some of the shit he raps about is hilarious too.
But it's all part of the same culture, man. Like, it doesn't matter if you're rapping, if you're producing, if you're running merch for somebody, if you're doing podcasts, if you're creating art for merchandise. I mean, there's so many things that go into making an artist successful, making a movement successful, and people a lot of the times don't recognize that. They just remember the dude with the microphone.
Yeah.
And how they get treated afterwards. You gotta remember, you gotta appreciate all your fans. Because like there's motherfuckers out there that like are probably scared to talk to you. That I grew up like idolizing a lot of locals. Like I said, Interstate Ike is one of my favorites. My boy Benzo, this motherfucker right here, like is one of my tops. And like it's just like you just gotta come out and support, man. That's all it really is. You gotta appreciate who buys your album, even if it's just an album or they only had enough for like a T-shirt. Or something small, man. Just appreciate everybody.
I appreciate every single one of them. We have over 160 releases out there, and as a label, and this underground allowed me to live this dream for over 25 years. I'm thankful for every one of them.
Nice.
Along this journey, and now operating the ROXY, what are some of your highlights of just operating the ROXY and being a part of this legendary?
Oh, man, as far as the highlights, sometimes it's like having some of my personal favorites play here and just, hey, I got to get drunk with somebody I grew up listening to, I mean, yeah, Isham, having Deicide here, I'm a metal kid also, I'm saying that, and watching, somebody that I absolutely love as a singer, but normally is known to be very antisocial. He ate a bunch of edibles that day. He was as pleasant as you could get. That was amazing. Sugar-free, showing up 2 hours late and changing in the alley into his pimp attire. That, what I'm saying? Like certain things like that, just highlights of like, oh, you get to see behind the scenes. And sometimes behind the scenes is ugly. I mean, I've also met some of my idols where I was like, oh, now I got to go break all of your CDs. You suck.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's sometimes the downfall of this meeting your. I mean, that's what they always say. Don't ever meet your idols because sometimes you're not gonna be satisfied.
You're not gonna like what you get. what you get, but then sometimes it's the opposite, and you're like, that's why I loved his music. I knew you.
Right. Isn't that the satisfying part? When you meet somebody that you really idolize and you really are a big fan of, and then they become even better than you imagine them to be.
Then your day is made.
Yeah.
I'm getting a fresh tattoo then.
I've met my fair share. Like I've worked security for like Lauryn Hill, and man, she ain't a pleasant lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Lauryn Hill, she mean as hell.
Oh man, who are some of the people that maybe surprised you and they were like some really just dope as fuck, down to earth, and you're like, well, and maybe you weren't like a fan of them, but having that human interaction kind of turned you more onto them and saying, hey man, that person's dope.
I mean, as far as that, and that wouldn't just be the Roxy, that'd be like doing gatherings and things like that. I would say Jelly Roll in a big way because I'm not a fan of country rap whatsoever. But because he's always been such a genuinely nice person and puts out such a cool vibe and is pleasant to be around. I'm like, okay, well, I don't like country rap still, but you know what I'm saying? Like this song and this song, they hit pretty good, and like you start listening to their music because, they've been cool. I mean, he brought up Isham, my first interaction with Isham wasn't as great, but it was at a big festival. It was really brief. And then actually getting to meet him and getting to know him through shows here, I was like, oh man, we've done songs together since. I give him full credit for the success of the movement I built because, it was influenced by him. And there's been bands, there's been artists where I'll briefly drop by because a lot of the times I'm not here. I am on the road a lot and I have an amazing team that runs this place. And then I'll drop in for a show and I don't even know who the performer is, but like I said, they put out a really cool vibe. You have a 15-minute interaction, and then next time their tour comes up, you're like, "Hey, we should get them." I remember them; they're totally cool.
Right.
Yeah. How about you?
Me, man, here alone. I mean, I've had the opportunity to be. Brother Lynch was one. Back in the day, outside of here, like I got to meet like. I grew up on like Doomsday Productions, shit like that, out of state. So like he really opened up like a window to bring a lot of like underground OGs out to Denver. Even if it wasn't here, it was other spots too, like the Aslan. I got to see my fucking Project Born is another humble,
Dayton family back in the day, having them out here was dope.
Isham is one of my favorites, hands down. That's my boy. Every time he comes down, such a humble, showed me love. He really does appreciate all his fans, man. And, he'd be going.
Even the golden era, end of the golden Juggalo era. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We had Riders here before the split of ICP and Twisted. Like we caught the end of the family era on that.
Yeah, like a lot of like Denver scene was like a lot of like underground based like hip hop. Like I said, Gray Beard doesn't get their status for hip hop, and they they run Bar Red out there. They also be still pumping hits. Jewlocks, Interstate Ike. I mean, Jay Dirty. Like I said, if I had to pick, my boy's always gonna be number one. But locally, I really feel like my top 3 locals would have to be besides Scum would have to be BVK, DCK, and Pure Devotion, and probably. I'm gonna go Graybeard.
So the Roxy, it feels like this place is always rocking, no matter what time of year. I mean, is there ever really like a slow season as far as for shows?
I mean, technically, this is the slow season. Like I would say, when it gets really cold, just because I'm a touring musician, it's such a gamble when you like. We just pushed our January tour back to March, just because. It's a gamble. I mean, you hit a snowstorm, you owe makeup shows, you have to lodge somewhere where you didn't plan on staying. Like, weather does screw up routing a lot of the time. So a lot of the bigger tours don't even gamble with that shit, and they just flat out won't tour till like March.
Right.
So technically the slow season is like December, January, February. There's still shows. There's less tours. There's more local shows. I'd say that, and I mean, in a way, a little bit during the summer because it's festival season. So it's also slow for touring because everybody's doing festival bookings, and that takes priority, obviously.
Definitely.
So we like try to be during the slow season, just be open for like locals.
Yeah. I mean, the cats from Colorado, I mean, they're going to perform all year long. They should. I mean, as an artist, you don't get breaks. I mean, the attention span is so short nowadays that you take 6 months off and you have to start pretty much over.
Right. Yeah. With that being said, the attention span of just with everybody, not only artists, just creators, anybody that's pumping out anything, you got to constantly be in the mix. Do you find it hard to like the fine line of what is too much and what's not enough? Like,
there is oversaturation. You don't want to become a house band somewhere. Basically, like when you hit up the homies to come support you, you don't want to get that. I'll just catch you next week.
Right.
You know, then there's no urgency to see you. But I feel like one show a month is a good, like, if you're a local artist, you should do a show a month. Then, you know, you keeping the people that support you entertained. You're not letting somebody else snatch your fan base, which happens absolutely all the time. And you're not oversaturating, because if you are playing every week, then, you know, they can only afford that many tickets. You can't even guilt trip them at that point, because they're like, well, I won't catch you this Thursday, but I'll catch you next Tuesday. Well,
Right.
what can you say? Now, in general, you should expand outside of your home market. And cool, like you do one show in Denver a month, but then even if you're not touring yet, I mean, there's still Colorado Springs, and there's Fort Collins, and there's Grand Junction, and there's Pueblo. You know, like you should be doing more than one show a month. And then, you know, you start like does before we're doing national tours, we're doing regional runs. We do New Mexico and Texas and Wyoming, Kansas, Nebraska, you know, things around us. And then we started expanding to the coast and all of that. But I feel locally, at the least, you should do a show a month.
Right.
Definitely.
At least 2. I'd push 2. You know, 2. Spread it out the month.
What other venue in the state would you say is like the best venue besides here?
I like Gothic a lot.
You like the Gothic?
Yeah, I like the Gothic.
I like the Gothic a lot.
I mean, Summit is dope too, but I think Gothic, because it has that history too. I mean, you know, like they have good sound. They have a lot of history. They're corporate now, so I don't have nearly as much love for them. I'm a hater of corporate venues. Always was. I mean, ROXY is one of the last decent sized independents in Colorado. Everything is either Live Nations or A&G, and you know, people are like, oh, they're putting on amazing shows. I'm like, just wait. Eventually, they're gonna kill off all the independents, and they're gonna dictate what comes and how much you're gonna pay for the ticket and what you're gonna pay for the service fees, and your beer is gonna be $18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so corporate shit, I hate it. I mean, you know,
that's really where you rely on the support right there, because you're paying more now to them fuckers right there, man. They like you, yes, and then you're like, I don't get why people get afraid of ticket minimums,
right?
Especially if you talk the talk that you do, man. Ticket minimums should not matter, especially, you know, 25 tickets you could sell that. Come on.
Well, I mean, we all used to have to do that back in the day too. It's like you know, people confuse having to sell tickets to your own show to make sure that there's people there to see you with pay to plays. And like, oh, I'm not a pay to play is where you pay a flat rate to perform on a show. You can't make anything. You don't get a cut. You get nothing. Like you know, which if you're trying to break into a market, like you're like, man, I really want to do a show in Brooklyn, but ain't nobody ever heard of me. You might have to pay. Right. You know, you can't sell tickets in Brooklyn. They don't know you there. But you want to grow. You're investing in yourself. It's no different than spending $500 on a Facebook ad. You know, but locally, I mean, yeah, it's selling tickets. We all used to have to do that, and that was, you graduated. Like, I remember when I started performing in Colorado, I started on East Colfax. It was a bar called Cristobal's, and they would book anybody that could bring at least 5 drinkers. Like, you would show up and you're like, I'm a rapper and I really want to get on a show. They're like, oh shit, there's Tuesday. Got you on a 15, bring some people.
All right.
I like that you brought that up, because you know, a lot of local artists,
Drinking?
a lot of well, that too.
Do that a lot.
No, about the you know, the quote unquote pay to play, you know, the ticket minimums. You know, there's different levels and tiers of where artists are coming in. You know, say a new artist, they come in, you might have this ego and think, what? I mean, look at, I got this many plays, I got this many streams, I got this. What advice would you give to young artists with these ticket minimums and these pay to plays, and maybe letting that ego sometimes get in the way of some of these situations?
Me personally, in my opinion, is really a young artist out there, watch the entourage, man. Because like, it's just half the time, it's just fools trying to get in on your dime.
Right.
If they really support you, man, come out, man. If you're really gonna be a cameraman, really be a cameraman for your boy. Don't be just sitting there watching.
He's talking about the artists that bring 4 people as far as, you know, four people to see them and 12 that are with them.
Yeah. Or, you know, like buy the ticket support, man. Like, you know, don't just say this, you know, this dude's my hype man and I don't even see him touching the mic.
I think it's the evolution, man. I mean, like even going back to like shit 60s, 70s. I mean, you know, those garage bands, like, you know, you start as an artist and you're rocking house parties. I did my share of house parties, you know what I'm saying, late 90s, early 2000s. Then you start getting onto like little bar shows and, you know, they're content if you bring a handful, you bring 3 carloads of drinkers, they're happy with you, especially on a weekday. You know, just evolve, you know, and know that the expectations are going to be higher. If you're playing a Tuesday at a small neighborhood bar, they're content with you bringing 5 people. They're not going to say shit. They might even kick you some drink tickets, you know. Then you graduate to the weekend at that bar. And at that point, it's kind of packed and they have a little higher expectations. Then you start getting, you know, on a ROXY show, say, but it's a local ROXY show. And at that point, they might expect you to bring 15 people, you know, and they're content with it. But then you want to open for a national that's going to sell this place out. And you're like, I got to sell 40 tickets. Well, back in the day, you wouldn't even be able to get on a show of that caliber. Like, I'd offer to sell 100 tickets and they wouldn't put me on because they're like, you know, that wasn't the thing. Nowadays, promoters, even Live Nations, they will put on a local or 2, but the expectations are higher. So just knowing how to gauge it. Like, yeah, if somebody is like, hey, we can put you on a Tuesday at a bar that holds 30 people and the stage is 6 inches tall and we need you to sell 40 tickets, they're gouging you.
Right.
You know, then you can be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you want to open for, you know, Blueface or something. And I'm using that as an example, actually, bad example, because I don't think the dude can rap on beat. but he has played here too. But a big artist. I'll give him that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, big national. You know it's going to be 500 people there. It's a weekend show. Place is going to be packed. You have a big opportunity to be heard. You know, there's going to be a little higher expectations than from that Tuesday show of what you have to do. And don't be mad if, you know, you don't meet those expectations and they're like, no, we can't put you on. Or you have no history at all. And you're like, oh, I can do 100 tickets. And they're like, well, where have you played?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because like online, man, you can manipulate all that, like IG, TikTok, and like Facebook, you can't really get away with that. I've noticed, like, from people's numbers from IG to TikTok and all that, you see like the different algorithm of it. And
you can still buy plays.
And who's buying plays and who's not.
Yeah, no, you've been able to buy bots and plays since 2008. Soldier Boy was one of the first ones. I mean, I know this because we didn't use it because I didn't have the budget for it. I was only 18 years old. And I didn't really trust it because I'm like, I give you this $100 and then my plays will just, I'm like, it just didn't make sense at the time, but the technology has definitely been there for.
No, and you see it all the time. And I guess because the CD era is almost over and I do rely on my streaming checks, I take that shit personally now. Like when artists, they're like, you know, they'll brag about, oh yeah, you know, look at my Spotify numbers. And I want to smack them because I'm like, bro, the way Spotify pays you is you get a piece of the pot based on your plays. So when somebody buys 15 million plays, they're stealing from my pocket. I'm getting less money because of those bots. And I'm not cool with that. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I got kids to feed too. So that fake shit. And even if you don't buy the bot plays, if you have enough money to advertise, I mean, you know, I come from Russia originally. And I mean, you know, there was a company there that like, give us $1 million, we'll make you a fucking star. You know, like you'll be on the radio, you'll be on billboards with a proper amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like you can shortcut a lot of the shit that, you know, you have to gradually, slowly work your way up to as an artist. You can skip all of that if you have enough money.
Right. And then especially now with the technology to really trick all the algorithms and trick out those numbers and to where you end up. But then when it really shows is when people that really show up at the shows. It's like,
we sadly deal with that a lot because, you know, we buy shows. Somebody offers us a tour package. We do the standard. Yeah, we look up their Spotify, we look up their YouTube, and you're like, oh shit, and, you know, they got fucking millions of plays on all of that. And then you book them and 30 people show up and you're like, well, hold on, like that was all fake bots.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody come to your shows.
You're getting 30 million streams only in India.
Right.
You know what I
Or
mean?
Jamaica.
Yeah, or just different areas of.
No, live shows is the truth. Like there's no way to fake that shit. You can get plays on your video. You can get plays on your Spotify. You can't. I mean, I guess you could stand out there and be like $100 to anybody that comes in for 15 minutes for my set, but I haven't seen that yet.
There's only a central casting in LA and New York, so to get background actors, that would be kind of hard.
Yeah, there's a homeless camp right down the street. I mean, you could buy some fans.
There you go.
Just like with this movie, I met up with, shout out to the Real Mr. Homicide. But like this movie premiere we're doing here, man. I ran into him online. I checked that out, kind of did the data search, man. That's why I kind of wanted to expand and get this movie here. Because not only did I want to do that, man, I'm glad he helped me out with it and everything, man. But we wanted to pay homage and kind of take the ROXY back into history for a little bit, and premiere that higher power.
It's something completely different for us. So like I specialize in live concerts. It was his idea, so I'm excited to see how it goes.
Pause you guys for just 1 second. I got 1 30-second commercial from one of our sponsors. And when we get back, let's talk about
he can focus on the movie.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here's a message from our sponsors.
Sure.
Well, there's a
message
from this
sponsor.
Why not?
I'm gonna kick at it.
Makes no difference.
Come on. You want to drink a drink?
Can I hear it?
He's
What's going on with this?
Drink champs. Shit, you guys should do a Denver drink champs.
Oh, man. Check. We're back here at the ROXY. Big shout out to our sponsors, Cookies on Broadway, providing all the equipment that we have here. Better cameras, better lighting, better audio, all that. That's original cookies.
That's the original
here
cookies right there in Broadway.
And Denver is such a marijuana cultured scene. I mean, we're the first state that legalized cannabis. And you said, and cookies, but cookies means a lot to the culture of hip hop. Burner created cookies, and it evolved it's within the culture.
Oh yeah.
What is your take on Burner and cookies? The whole movement.
I love Burner, man. I'm a huge Burner. If it wasn't for the Jacker from the Bay, I would have never.
Jacker.
I would never heard. Yeah, I would have never heard of Burner, man.
Yeah.
And then I remember when he was coming up, man. I would peep out. I'm a big Burner fan. I love Burner.
Yeah.
I love his brand too.
He's gonna be out here, I think, during
I don't think
420 at Red Rocks.
So he did put a Colorado date.
Not on that tour, but he's gonna be on a tour of one of these joints.
No, I don't know. No.
But we're back here at the ROXY.
I smoke more than anything, man.
The Denver Foos here, the legendary venue, independently owned and operated, which is rare. Like we were saying earlier in our conversations that, a lot of every venue's become a corporate venue, and that's happened all across the country as well, The ROXY, the name, the ROXY, there's many ROXYs across the nation. Do you guys know where that name came from?
I try to look it up. I don't. It's just something that there's, LA ROXY, there's a New York ROXY.
Broadway ROXY.
And technically, when we took this over, because I think it was like Pure Energy or something, they tried to change the name of this place a few times over the years, and it always ended up going back to the ROXY because historically that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't want to go with we're gonna come up with our name. I'm like, man, this place is older than my parents are, so might as well,
Right.
Oh, we got some folks in the chat on Facebook. So shout out to Creepa, shout out to Sane Peyton, Shout out to PZ and shout out to Symes Carter.
Yeah.
She's giving you Scum a shout out.
Yeah.
What up?
Symes
What
Carter
up?
said, Scum. He said he
Hey, some
ordered.
familiar names and shit.
Yeah.
Much love, yo.
Much love, Symes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, big shout out to him. He's the one that kind of introduced us to cookies and got us. This
He said he ordered
sponsorship
all
and
this for us.
Yeah, he actually ordered all this equipment.
Oh, nice.
There was plans of us hosting a podcast together. He brought us along with it, and then we formed that relationship with
See, that's the
cookies.
way it is, man. Like
Underground
it's all local,
networking.
yeah. It's just like with the Hispanic, hip hop, man. Like Bison Movement.
Shout out to Alcacho.
Yeah, Alcacho, man. That was
Absolutely.
one hard grinding motherfucker right there
Yeah.
too for La Raza, man, representing the gente too, bro. So he don't get his credit enough either, bro.
Right.
But he keeps grinding. Sometimes it's not about the credit.
Right,
Sometimes it's about creating something for your people.
Yeah, no, one thing that I've learned just through this journey too. So, I mean, sometimes maybe you don't want all the recognition. You want to be behind the scenes, making things happen, filling up your pockets. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
This is
Let the
new
record
drink.
indicate
Denver to the ROXY.
I'm absolutely not a straight edger. I'm just recovering from a few festivals.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
weekend this weekend, man.
Recovering
Speaking
from
of
every
La
Broncos
Raza,
game.
Respectable.
We have
Yeah.
we have a very big event here coming up here in January here at the ROXY.
Yes.
Denver Foos is going to be a part of it. We're providing coverage, promotion for it, and that's with Mr. Homicide.
Yeah, the real Mr. Homicide out in California, I believe, LA.
And
He's
he's bringing his movie premiere here to Denver, Colorado, here at the ROXY. Tell us, how did you get in contact with Mr. Homicide, and how did that all come about to have the premiere here at the legendary ROXY?
I came across him through like social media. I took a break and I was kind of messing with TikTok for a minute. And like I started, I'm a big Blood In, Blood Out fan. Honestly, if you didn't have Blood In, Blood Out, Mi Familia La Bamba, Zoot Suit, or Boulevard Nights on VHS, I can't trust you.
On VHS.
You gotta have it on VHS.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm a big fan of all those movies, man. So like anything like that, like I know is pretty fun. And he was making them. I saw that he made a movie and put a lot of the actors from that. From the movies that we all kind of grew up, like Selena, todo eso, and he put a movie together, man. And it was, I've seen a lot of different movies put in together when it comes to that culture. Like, like another one is like with Samuel L. Jackson, like 187. With and then like, so I noticed
soundtrack.
Oh, I love that song. Dangerous Mind soundtrack still banging to this day, bro.
Rest in peace, Coolio too.
Oh,
man.
He was a juggalo.
Really?
Yeah. He was
Wow.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. He even toured with ICP, bro. It's crazy.
Oh,
crazy.
Yeah, right before he passed, man, he was out there. It's our homie knows Vanilla Ice pretty good too back in the day. Shout out to Psycho on that one.
And same poetry. Yeah, no, he's done some.
man.
He's done some songs with Coolio too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh yep. Yep. And then so I saw that he kind of was, he put a movie together. I caught the previews. I think he's got 2 trailers up that intrigued me.
Yeah, so the film A Higher Power, it's kind of he stars in it.
Yep, he's the star. He's one of the main characters in it, and it's in it's like I'm gonna say around like mid-90s.
Yeah,
and he's trying to find his purpose in life, man. And like he's got to go through his troubles and tribulations in East Los, and all the politics and everything, and trying to find his destiny and what his higher power is. And what is meant for him.
So you guys do mostly music, but to have a movie premiere like this here coming to the ROXY, what does that mean to you guys?
It's totally different for him. I know
It is. That'd be all his idea.
Yeah, this is my
but I'm open, man. Like we were just talking about earlier, though. Entertainment is entertainment. I mean, everything is intertwined. So I don't want to be in a lane like a lot of the times people are like ROXY is a hip hop venue. We do a lot of hip hop, but I like all genres of music. I like, I want to do movies and stand-up comedy, and we do a lot of different things here. And I'm always open. If somebody brings me an idea, like I try to not be in the box.
Correct.
Somebody brings me an idea, and I'm like, oh, that'd be dope. And I mean, I got sold on those same actors. It's like, oh, Remember Blood In, Blood Out? Colors. I was like, yeah, like one of my favorite quotes and shit. A guy who got more time than money is from Colors.
Right. And then with the historical, this being, it'd be nice to kind of pay homage to that.
Yeah.
And then like,
I'm going to watch that movie later.
I'm a big supporter and other, we not everybody in Colorado is a fucking hater.
No. I think,
but it is all right. No, I'm just kidding.
It is. We do have our, we can pick and choose who we support out here.
Of course.
But I try to support everybody with higher praise and give everybody their flowers.
Well, we need everybody to be who they are too.
That's what I mean. That's what I told. So for him, when he jumped on this, man, like I just wanted to give him his recognition because this boy's been grinding for like damn near we're celebrating 26 years this year of him being in the scene, giving us an opportunity and a window, even though sometimes we caused a lot of chaos and mischief when we all got together and supported each other throughout the years.
Just got to control the chaos.
Yeah, but it's part of, what I'm saying? That's what makes life less boring. It gives you shit to reminisce about when you get old and you're like, remember,
You know what I mean? So I want
allegedly.
I wanted to give my boy his recognition, man, because even though he's been repping Colorado for a long ass time, and I just wanted to give my boy his flowers. I know this was completely out of his comfort zone, but I am very appreciative that he's willing and dealing with me, taking a chance.
Yeah,
we got to come to a metal show.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
When's the next metal show?
Yeah. That's actually some good ones coming up. I'm gonna pull up the calendar and pinpoint certain ones because they party. Colorado metal scene is amazing.
We don't just do that. That's the thing. We also do wrestling here too. Like it's a trip.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, at least once a month there's wrestling. They customize the ring to specifically fit in the mosh pit here.
Chloe
Shout out to Primo's Hardcore Wrestling.
We definitely got to get out here for one of those.
Chloe be running some crazy shit out this place.
Allegedly.
A little unknown fact. So me and my brother, for a lot of people don't know that we started in music, we started in entertainment, we started in music, and some of the I want to give you your flowers for giving hip hop a platform and a stage for local hip hop, because there's not a lot of venues even across the country that give the opportunity to local artists and local hip hop artists, because hip hop is so frowned upon, urban music is such frowned upon. There's just prejudices and there's all these things that happen.
By the cover.
Yeah. So, for you guys to open your doors and be open to that, it's amazing. You guys give so much opportunity to hip hop artists. And
it's not just local. This man's out.
When we first started rapping and performing hip hop, we lived in Las Vegas and there was no hip hop. There was no opportunity. So we had to leech off of metal shows, and we would have to perform at metal shows. So that kind of was the early stages of our group, Expensive Taste. We were around
for real?
Metal.
That's dope, actually.
And the metal community shows more support for each other.
They're very
I find than almost any other genre. I find
that is true. Like as far as like somebody that will come out and see their homies play and come out on time.
Right. Out time, watch every band. Right.
Another thing I think what the hip hop scene could probably adopt from that, what we've seen. So whether it's a 20 artist show or whatever, all the artists will show up at the time and they'll stay all throughout, and they'll all support each other, fellow artists. They'll even tell their people to stay. I mean, you've already dedicated this night to this show.
To go to the show.
So you should just stay there from the beginning and to the end and support the whole show.
Oh yeah.
Don't be bringing your 20 homies and then once your homie's done and you guys just all dip out.
You brought up such a sore subject in hip hop. You're right.
Ubers and Lyft
You're
now.
totally
If your homies
right.
wanna leave,
I mean, unless your homie's drunk or too high and he's tripping, get him the fuck out. But as a music scene, as a community, that's where true community support and artist support lies. It lies in those moments. We can get caught up in the, oh, you didn't share my shit, you didn't like it, you didn't buy it. But when you're actually showed up and you dedicated this slot time, a Saturday night, a Friday night, a Thursday night, you allocate those 3 hours, 7 to 10 or 4 hours.
Right.
You're dead. I mean, it's the same shit if you go to a Bronco game or a Nuggets
Why are you
game.
gonna leave early? What, you go to the weak ass View House to see the same fucking thing you see every weekend?
What?
No, you know what I mean? Like for real though.
lying, man.
So
I
my
think
lady likes
that's
stay
one
here,
thing.
see some new stuff. You might be surprised.
Yeah, and just support. And by supporting the other artists, you're supporting your own homie, because the scene is now being recognized. And then once those people and these venues are staying packed and that resonates, then people get word, hey, well then Colorado, their music scene is supportive. Then big sponsors and companies, they'll start wanting to put money into these artists and into these venues and into these events. And then that's where the scene will grow. I think that's where the true essence of what really needs to happen. If artists are complaining about lack of support, because you said in the beginning, we're a fan city. People are here to support, but I think it's those small moments of showing them how to support. And we can't just bitch and complain all the time. We got to show them, well, this is an example of what you could do to change the narrative.
No, you brought up the most valid point. If you're already there for the show, when we look at the ticket counts, we're like, okay, there was 200 people here, but on average, there was only 30 in front of the stage for each artist because they only watched their boy.
Right.
You know,
don't be afraid to go up and support new people, man.
Yeah.
No, because then when you bring out, you're like, okay, a sponsor, you tell somebody, hey, invest in me, and they come to your show, and they see that only a sixth of the crowd is watching you. They're like, well, is it because you're whack? I'm like, no, just because every artist is over there hurting their supporters and be like, no, don't go watch these fools. Wait till my set.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, and I've been seeing that in the whole 20 years, and unfortunately, it's always in kind of the hip hop scene. I think because hip hop is just kind of an ego driven. I'm the shit, I'm the best, which is cool to have that persona, and maybe that is what it is. But when it comes to the community and it comes to your fellow artists and your people, sometimes that's got to leave.
It's just art, though. I mean, I still,
That's great. You got a cameo.
When we're on tour and I'm stuck at the venue from load in to load out, I could sit in the green room and shit and play video games on my computer, but I go and actually watch local artists and shit because I enjoy it. And I mean, I'm already there.
Right.
And I wish to see more of that.
This guy will literally walk the gathering like it's an ICP festival. It's like Woodstock. He will literally walk almost every set through everybody's set in different areas, and that's a big ass campground. And this guy's just supporting a lot of people out there, man. So yeah, he ain't lying when he says he's supporting.
I love the music, and I don't know. I guess I'm older in this shit. I've sold enough records, and I've done enough tours to where I don't have to. Like, oh man, I can't be seen in front of the stage. They'll think I'm fanboying. I am a fan of hip hop. I fucking love hip hop. If it's a good performance, I'll have my hand in the air and shit. I'll sing along to the chorus if it's catchy.
It's just like with this online. Like, if I see something that I like, I won't like it right away because then I'll find out, they're local or they're national coming to Colorado. I'm gonna peep them out. I'll come if I see your video or something played online and I feel it, I want to come out and see it. So that's why everybody should be like that. If you see something online you may not like right away, but then after I see it and I like it, I go back and I go blow that up.
Nice. Before we go, can you both tell us what things you guys have coming up here at the ROXY? Besides, we got the movie premiere in January, and any other special things you guys got even personally that you want to promo and let people know about?
I mean, as far as the promo, ROXYDenver.com, because there is so many different genres. I mean, you got like Saving Abel playing here, but then, I got an album release January 25th that we're bringing out, another artist that it's going to be my 31st album. So, of course, to me, I'm like, come to that.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, this guy's just
we're already there.
We got so many dope events coming up. Just check the page because literally there's always something new and,
or if you want to host something, man, hit up the ROXY, man. Chloe
there's a booking email on that page, and we're always open. Like I said, we're not genre specific. If you have a good idea that's gonna, people are gonna come out, or you're hoping people are gonna come out for, hit us up. I mean, we do our own booking. We're not gonna give you the runaround and send you to 6 different fucking emails.
Right? Local DJs. If you feel like coming on Monday, Tuesday, throwing a 90s night.
Right.
Now do that, man. Come out support.
Or 2020s if you're not old like us.
Right.
Doesn't have to be 90s.
I wouldn't mind some 90s shit.
I like 90s. But
I like 90s.
Just bring in 20 drinkers
on
a Tuesday and you're good.
Tuesday.
Honestly, hey, I have faith in Colorado drinkers and shit. 20 people can drink a lot if we put our minds to it.
And, we got a smoker section that they put up there. You come and indulge in your marijuana habits and stuff.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
I
man.
didn't know
Right
that.
through the back, man.
We can't
nice.
smoke indoor because of the bar.
Okay.
But we're completely weed friendly. So like the smoking patio is weed friendly. You know.
And always come wrapping
That's
a
good.
clear
That's
bag.
good for a lot of people
Come on,
to
man.
know. You know?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You don't have to stuff your stash in your sweaty
Yeah,
sock. You can just have it in your pocket.
Don't
You'll
try
be
to bring,
okay.
ridiculously like dab rigs. Okay, keep
Right.
it simple.
Yeah.
Roll a blunt.
You know
There
what
you
I
go.
mean? Smoke it, you know,
Just have your
you know,
affairs in order.
But and also pack your shit in a clear bag, man. It's not that
There you
hard.
go.
It's quicker for security and you to get to the fun a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Stop,
There you go.
don't pay attention to like small print when you buy tickets at venues.
Yeah, they're not gonna trip out on a couple pre-rolls, guys. Like
Nah.
Nobody
expect
cares.
No, but
Drink your pre-shooters before you get to the door.
don't try to.
don't bring it in.
If I
The
catch you with
prices
all-
on drinks here are not bad at all.
no,
Anyway,
no,
though,
no.
they're very reasonable.
We're
Shoot,
not
you can
Pepsi
get-
Center, and
No.
we all pre-party. Like I'm not
yeah.
judging it. Just don't sneak that shit and don't
try
flush that shit down the toilet. It's
Oh,
100-year-old
no.
suicide.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Just take a shit at home.
Don't try to get rid of your shooters in the toilet.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Keep 'em in your
respect the
Been the
venue.
curse.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you,
no,
come, if you
and-
come in with the whole like bag of blunts, I'm not gonna give you no shit. Just smoke it outside.
But one thing, people do have to come and they have to respect independent venues like this because of maybe the corporate stuff. Sometimes they could be harsher and they want to, there's competition. There's those weird things. So we got to respect these venues like the ROXY that continuously put on for local promotions, giving opportunity, and just always have hell of events every time we're here at the ROXY. Well, we thank you guys so much for everything that you open up for our community, for Denver, and it means a lot. It local, independent, it's always where it's always at.
I appreciate you guys putting a spotlight on
Appreciate
this
you
scene,
guys,
the music, and what I'm saying, what we do here, and like what you said, man, just treat it as a big house party, man. Like what I'm saying, like if you fucking tear up somebody's bathroom and shit, and you puke all over their kitchen, they might not welcome you back.
Don't worry, we're not gonna judge you here like plays parents and house party. All right, we ain't gonna be like that. You can have fun, just watch it.
Yeah, right on. Well, that's going to do it here on the Denver Foos podcast. We thank you so much, Scum, for having us here.
Thank you,
Big
guys.
Mac,
Thank you for being here and
303.
meeting us. And
Thank you.
Make sure you guys
Of course.
check out the ROXY. Go to the ROXY.com. Is it the ROXY.com?
ROXYDenver.com.
ROXYDenver.com. Check out and come see a show here at the ROXY, baby. And hey, you never know. Maybe Denver Foos will be doing some events here real soon.
We'd love
Keep
to
it
have
locked.
you.
We'd love to.
But thank you guys. We appreciate you for letting us in your establishment and setting up the podcast.
Anytime.
Thank you for streaming down here.
You guys want to come stream during the show, as long as, I'm saying, it's not an artist that has a problem with it. We'd love to have you
Well, we're
anytime.
down. That'd be sick.
Yeah, right on. Well,
guys
Come
will be
to
in the
that
house
movie
for the
premiere.
movie
Support
premiere,
this dude's vision.
yeah,
For sure.
We'll see you
Thank
guys
you,
at the
man.
movie premiere here in
Appreciate
January.
y'all, man. Abe, thank you for
Denver
coming out too,
Foos.
dog. Appreciate you, dog.
We out, baby.
Thank you.